Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So lots of you have been asking, when are we going to have a weekly results video from all the leagues? And yeah, I've been, I haven't had a chance, I haven't had time to do one in ages, so I'm sorry about that. But here we go, let's do one. I'm going to do sort of a flying, I just want to spend an hour doing it tonight. So I'll do as many leagues as I can within reason. I hope I manage to get around to doing your league and talk about your team. Yeah, so let's get started. As you can see, thanks to my Patreons, thank you so much, I've had the ability to invest, and because I had this really old Amazon Fire tablet and it was really rubbish and it was so slow and the battery was just going constantly and it couldn't even like manage FootMob, which is the app that we're using today. As you can see, FootMob. Ooh, Tottenham's just finished in the cup, they won that. So we're going to look at the leagues. Let's get started, and I hope you enjoy the video, and do obviously leave a comment, talk about your club's performance recently, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Okay, so start with the Premier League as always. We will get around to the Bundesliga, to Serie A, to La Liga, Ligue 1, Eredivisie, Superliga, and as many others as I can manage. Maybe we'll get to the Portuguese and Belgian, Scottish, etc. I'm going to try and get around to looking at South America as well today, and the US. So, Man City, top of the Premier League, but not by much. 1 point ahead of Arne Slot's Liverpool, who dropped points in their previous match. They only... Arsenal are against Liverpool, of course, we'll come to that in a second. So that stopped either team... Liverpool from overtaking Man City and Arsenal from making it a little bit tighter and taking second spot. Aston Villa doing brilliantly well in 2 competitions this year, so well done to them, they're in 4th. Chelsea are up to 5th, and their new manager, Brighton, having a bounce back season. Nottingham Forest is the absolute shock. How well are they doing? Spurs in 8th, Fulham in 10th, Newcastle down in 12th. Obviously Man United have sacked Erik ten Hag. I mean, I like the guy as a guy, but Man United he just never really got to grips with it, did he? Had he not won the cup in the summer, he would have been sacked at the end of the season, so I'm surprised he's made it this far, to be honest with you. Man United in 14th, and then you've got Leicester, Everton, Crystal Palace, Ipswich, Wolves and Southampton down the bottom. Shall we look at the fixtures then? Okay, so Saturday, Friday. So Nottingham Forest beating Leicester 3-1. 2 more goals from Chris Wood, doing brilliantly. Well done to Nottingham Forest, they're really impressing. That's obviously a derby for them as well, so that's quite a big result. Aston Villa drawing with Bournemouth 1-1. Brentford beating Ipswich 4-3. Brighton and Wolves drawing 2-2. Man City beating Southampton, another goal from Haaland. Everton and Fulham 1-1. I wish Fulham would play Harry Wilson. It's just, I can't believe he doesn't get game time for you guys. Chelsea narrowly beating Newcastle. Another goal from Palmer and from Jackson, who's turning my opinion a little bit about him, I've got to be honest. Crystal Palace with that shock victory over Tottenham. They did not see that coming. And this is the game that ended Ten Hag's reign. 92nd minute penalty from Bowen. They were winning anyway, so with Somerville. So Casemiro scored in the 81st minute. Let me know what you think about, is Ruben Amorim going to be in charge soon from Sporting? I think they've paid I read somewhere in the gossip columns that they've paid his buyout clause, so possibly getting the Portuguese manager in. I personally think that's a really good idea, bringing someone in with a really strong identity, who works well with youth talent. It'll still be a step up, but he's got, Champions League experience. We'll see how it goes. It is the impossible job. Someone joked in the comments, well, they said, maybe they weren't joking. I'm kind of interested in doing it, actually. They said, I'll do a football manager save as the boss of Man United. Now, growing up, I hated Man United because they were the Man City of that time, so they used to just win everything, every cup, every league. It was really boring. No one could beat them, particularly at Old Trafford, but obviously doing a rebuild with them now would be kind of interesting. So I'll get back to you on that. I'm currently doing a save with Valencia, as you know, and videos will be out really shortly for that. And then a really good match, 2-2, between the two title contenders, let's say, Arsenal and Liverpool. Saka opened the scoring, Van Dijk equalised, Merino put them ahead, and then Salah with the 81st minute equaliser. And that is the Premier League. Talking points, obviously, we talked about the big match between those two teams. I think they've both showed me that they are really up for the title challenge. Man United obviously getting losing away again, and their manager being sacked. Tottenham with that shock loss. They're so up and down this season so far, but they've just won in the cups. That's an important win for Ange. I hope they do stick with him. I wouldn't like him to be sacked. He's a very nice guy. And I do like, it's all, I just come upstairs from watching Spurs. Or, about 70 minutes of the match. And, they're so great to watch. Okay, Championship. Sunderland's still top. Burnley in second. Leeds chasing again in third. Then Sheffield United, West Brom and Blackburn. Where's my beloved Swansea City? They're in 17th. They just cannot score. I don't think we've scored in our last 5 matches or something obscene. Lost at home to a sucker punch at the end against Millwall. 0-0. Didn't score there, didn't score there, didn't score there. Yeah, so it's 6 matches ago, and even then we drew. We are outplaying teams the way they're doing the Swansea way. So statistically, 72% possession, expected goals 1.9, 17 shots on goal compared to 6, 5 shots on target, 3 of which were big chances versus 2 shots on target and 1 big chance. They just took their one chance, Millwall, and beat us. So yeah, we just cannot score at the minute. It's so frustrating. Anyway, Cardiff City, talking about the Welsh teams. Good to see them out of the mire, and lovely to see Colwell playing some really good stuff at the minute. They got a new manager as well. Technically, is it their caretaker managers in charge? Okay, let's go to fixtures. So, Friday was Sheffield Wednesday beating Portsmouth away. We had the 0-0 between Bristol City, who are doing well this season, against Leeds. Coventry beat Luton 3-2. Watford beat Blackburn 1-0. Burnley could only draw with QPR. Derby and Hull 1-1. Plymouth and Preston 3-3. Sheffield United beating Stoke 2-0. Moore and Campbell with the goals. Sunderland beating Oxford 2-0. Bellingham and Isidore with the goals. Bellingham a good season. We talked about that Millwall match. The goal was by Denor. And Cardiff drawing, credible draw away to West Brom. Very difficult place to get a result. And then Norwich 3-0 with Middlesbrough. 2 goals from Sainz and Dieng own goal. Conway with 2 and Azaz with 1 for the away side. Tell me if you are a Stoke supporter, how is our young Welsh lad Kumas doing for you? He didn't have a good game there by the looks of it. Is he looking decent for you week in, week out? Okay, we'll have a quick look at League 1 2 before we go on to the European team. So Birmingham are top, Wrexham are in third, and down the bottom we got Cambridge, Crawley, Shrewsbury and Burton Albion. And League 2, Port Vale are top, Walsall in second, Notts County in third, and we've got Newport in 14th, and down the bottom Carlisle and Morecambe. Okay, let's go to the Bundesliga, where we have joint top Bayern München and Leipzig. Bayer Leverkusen are in third, same points as Union Berlin and Freiburg. This league has just in the last year, 18 months, become a lot more competitive, hasn't it? I know Bayern are top, but it's not by a country mile like usual. And the fact that they've got Union Berlin next, you know, I don't think that Union Berlin are going to get rolled over. They might. But they might not. Borussia Dortmund having a pretty awful start to the season, down in 7th. Stuttgart struggling with the 2 games a week, very difficult with the Champions League, doing well in the Champions League actually, but 8th. Heidenheim struggling the same reason in 10th. St. Pauli, Holstein Kiel and Bochum down the bottom. Let's look at fixtures then. Mainz drew with Mönchengladbach 1-1. Dortmund lost away to Augsburg. Donny Mahler with 1 goal, but then Cloud with 2. Leipzig beating Freiburg 3-1. It'd be very interesting to see them go in a title challenge. I said all of last year I thought this Leipzig team was very good. Willy Orban, Geertruide and Openda with the goals. Doan scoring for Freiburg. St. Pauli Wolfsburg 0-0. Stuttgart beating Holstein Kiel. Werder Bremen drawing with Leverkusen. Werder Bremen did a Leverkusen and scored in the 90th minute. 2-2. Another goal for Boniface. Bayern beating Bochum 5-0 with a goal from Kane and another from Musiala. Heidenheim Hoffenheim 0-0. There's a big game coming up on Friday. Leverkusen Stuttgart. It's probably on TV here, I might watch that. Check in on the Bundesliga 2. Fortuna Düsseldorf is top. Hannover and then Paderborn. Second and third. Where is Schalke is in 15th, that's terrible. Kaiserslautern in 10th, Nuremberg in 8th. Hertha Berlin in 6th, Hamburg in 5th. Some massive teams in that league, wow. I don't think I can make this video about Serie A without having like a half-an-hour rant about Roma, so I'm going to try not to do that. Okay, Napoli, top. They lost their first game in charge, with Conte in charge, and since then they've been like unstoppable. They're going on a title run, which makes Serie A so entertaining because Inter have won it, I think it's 2 years in a row, and that's the first time a team's retained like for years. Atalanta are in the mix as well, Juve. Even Fiorentina to an extent. Lazio on a better run, started off a bit bad. Milan down in 8th. Bologna with Champions League football in 10th. Roma in 12th, trying not to start screaming. Venezia, Lecce and Genoa 18th, 19th and 20th. Very, very briefly, Roma basically lost 5-1 to Fiorentina on the weekend. I watched the match live and I was literally screaming at the television. The players, so the manager, he's lost the dressing room, and I think this Wednesday, oh no, tomorrow, Thursday, when they play Torino, I think that'll be his last game in charge, because there was some bust up at the back in the dressing room. Mancini, he went for Mancini, threw a bottle at him, he ended up hitting the captain Pellegrini, and then they had to restrain Mancini because he went for him, and oh god, it's all kicking off. Roma are having an absolute meltdown. So do we bring Daniele De Rossi back because he was sacked when he shouldn't have been sacked because the chief exec, who's since resigned, lied to the Friedkins, the bosses from America, and said that he's lost the dressing room when he absolutely hadn't, and they didn't consult the captains, and it was all this little bit of a thing. I don't know why he got sacked. Or did they bring someone else in? This talks about Sarri. Well, Sarri is ex-Lazio. Mancini is a Lazio fan. A lot of the people we're linked with are Lazio. If they bring in these people, is it going to make it worse? I don't know. Sorry, I didn't do the results. Right, that's all I'm going to say about it. I am furious. Okay, we've had midweek games, so I'll focus on the weekend first. Udinese on Friday beating Cagliari 2-0. Torino beating Como 1-0. Como had a player. Who was it? The French player, defender from oh my god, everyone's names have gone out of my head now. The Man United player, French international they got from Real Madrid. Raphael Varane, I just remembered his name. He's retired from football. He had an injury and he decided not to come back. He was playing for Como. Napoli beating Lecce 1-0. Who scored? It was Di Lorenzo. Milan Bologna, I don't know why that was called off actually. If anyone knows, let me know. Atalanta hammering Verona 6-1. Two more goals for Retegui, who was playing brilliantly, and 2 more for Ademola Lookman. Parma Empoli 1-0. Lazio beating Genoa 3-0. Monza Venezia 2-0. Inter Juve 4-0. What a match. The Derby dell'Italia. Zielinski was transferred from Napoli with 2 penalties, and Yildiz, the young Turk, with 2 goals for Juve. We spoke about that match between Fiorentina and Roma, no more. And then midweek, Bologna beating Cagliari 2-0. Lecce, as my guy scored. Orsolini, yeah, brilliant player. Lecce beating Verona 1-0, so bad week for Verona. Napoli beating Milan 2-0. Lukaku and Kvara with the goals. Inter beating Empoli 3-0. Venezia beat Udinese 3-2. Well, Atalanta beat Monza 2-0 and Juve 2-0 with Parma. And tomorrow night, these matches. So that was Serie A. Quick glance at Serie B. Pisa and Sassuolo at the top. Samp are in 7th, Palermo in 5th. Bari in 10th. And then Salernitana in 16th. Cosenza, Cittadella and Frosinone down the bottom. Frosinone could have 2 relegations in as many seasons then. Okay, over to La Liga in Spain. Barcelona are top. 6 points ahead of Real Madrid. We will see why in a sec when we look at the fixtures. Very important fixture this weekend. Villarreal having a fantastic season. They are 3rd. Atletico Madrid are only 4th. Shock horror. Usually in Spain is Barca or Madrid 1st or 2nd. Atletico 3rd. Someone random 4th. So Athletic Club in 5th. And Real Betis in 6th. We've got Sevilla in 10th. They're having a bit of a resurgence after a drop. Celta Vigo in 11th. Real Sociedad only in 12th. And then Girona, again, Champions League football affecting them, lost their last 2 matches, in 13th. And then down the bottom, Las Palmas, Real Valladolid, and Valencia have got Real Madrid next. And that's why I'm doing my football manager save with Valencia. Former winners of La Liga, Champions League finalists, nearly getting relegated the last couple of seasons. Let's look at the matches then. So Friday, Sevilla beat Espanyol 2-0, Villarreal beat Valladolid 2-1, Rayo Vallecano beating Deportivo Alavés 1-0, Las Palmas beating Girona 1-0, and then this one. At home, lost 4-0 to Barcelona. 2 goals for Lewandowski, 1 for young Yamal, and the irrepressible Rafinha this season, doing so well. Can't believe it's the same player that played for Leeds. Big game, and that's quite the shock to Real Madrid's system. Leganés beating Celta Vigo 3-0, Getafe drawing with Valencia 1-1, Betis beating Atletico 1-0, goal from Jimenez. It was an own goal from the defender. And Osasuna winning in the Basque country away to Sociedad 2-0, Torro, and the Croat Budimir, who has found a lot of form in his later years, and then Mallorca drawing at home to my Athletic Club 0-0. La Liga 2, Racing Santander and Levante are at the top. Santander having a whale of a time, 5 wins out of 5. And Zaragoza in 4th, big clubs, Granada in 6th. Lots of big clubs in this league. Elche in 10th, Eibar in 11th, Almeria in 13th, Cádiz in 17th. And then down the bottom, Racing de Ferrol, Deportivo La Coruña, Tenerife and Cartagena. Deportivo La Coruña trying to get back up to the league that they won all those years ago, but got relegated 2 divisions. Okay, Premier League in Russia, Krasnodar are top, only by 3 points over the ever champion, eternal champion Zenit St. Petersburg. Lokomotiv in 3rd, Dinamo in 4th, CSKA in 5th, and Spartak, my team, in 6th. Khimki, Fakel, Akhmat and Orenburg down the bottom. I think my team lost. Oh no, we actually won for a change. Bognonda and Nicholson are 2 foreign exports from Belgian football, actually, I think. 2-0. The Ekstraklasa from Poland, Lech Poznań, top. Jagiellonia Białystok, 2nd, and Raków Częstochowa in 3rd. That leaves Legia down in 5th, and Piast Gliwice in 7th. Zagłębie Lubin down in 12th. Stal Mielec in 14th, but the big shock for me is Śląsk Wrocław down in 17th. But they have actually won a match. They won a midweek match, I think it was, against Stal Mielec 2-1. Their only win of the season. To put into perspective, they came 2nd on like goal difference last year. And actually, come to think of it, if I do this, so much easier on this. Jagiellonia came top. Yeah, it was goal difference, look. And yet, Swansea right down the bottom. Okay, let's go to France. Didn't recognise the badge because they've rebranded it. So Ligue 1, obviously Paris Saint-Germain top, but only 3 points ahead of Monaco, who lost their last match. Oh, to Nice, who have been very inconsistent this year. Marseille in 3rd, Lille, Lens, Reims, and Lyon, and then Nice in 8th. Rennes in 11th. Down the bottom, Saint-Étienne, Le Havre, and Montpellier. Montpellier bottom, wow. Recent results, Friday. Rennes beat Le Havre 1-0. Angers beat Saint-Étienne 4-2. Reims lost at home to Brest 2-1. Lens lost at home to Lille 2-0. Oh my god, 98th and 101st minutes. But another goal for Jonathan David. I wonder how long they can keep hold of him. He's going to go to a big club in the summer, I think. Lyon, Auxerre 2-2. Montpellier lost on local rivals Toulouse 3-0. We saw Nice beating Monaco there. Strasbourg beating Nantes 3-1. And Marseille in Le Classique losing at home in the Velodrome 3-0 to Paris Saint-Germain. Neves, Balerdi with an own goal, and Barcola with the goals, although Amin Harit did get sent off on the 20th minute. Is Le Classique always on a Sunday? I feel like whenever I've seen Le Classique is on a Sunday. I don't know if that's deliberate. Anyway, so that is Ligue 1. Let's go to Netherlands, to the Eredivisie. PSV are top, Ajax are second, everyone, and they've won 5 of their last matches. Hurrah! And my favourite team in the division, Utrecht, are in third. They lost their last match, we'll have a look at that in a sec. Feyenoord down in fourth. So the Arne Slot effect. I do often get, because they got red and white, I often get Eindhoven and Feyenoord mixed up, sillily. I shouldn't really. And then Alkmaar are in 6th. Heerenveen in 12th. Nijmegen in 13th. Zwolle, Almere and Waalwijk down the bottom. Oh, I just saw a recent result. Wow, that's a big game. Okay. Friday, Almere beat Nijmegen. Wow, 1-0. Fortuna Sittard beat Groningen 1-0. PSV beat Zwolle 6-0. And Younes Namli got sent off for Zwolle as well to make it all the worse. Breda beat Waalwijk 4-1. Heerenveen beat Sparta Rotterdam 2-0. Feyenoord beat my team 2-0 with a goal from Timber and Carranza. In Utrecht, Twente beat Heracles 5-0. Ajax beat Willem II 1-0. Penalty from Klasse. And then Alkmaar drawing with Go Ahead Eagles 2-2. Midweek match. What a big match as well. Ajax winning away in Rotterdam. In one of the big derbies, Taylor and Hatto with the goals. 2-0. So Ajax making a much, much better go of this season compared to last season. Okay, Super League from Turkey. Galatasaray are top, 28 points, 6 points ahead of Surprise Package Samsunspor, and then the usual contenders Fenerbahce, Beşiktaş are in 3rd and 4th. Eyüpspor, the surprise team of the season as well, 2 surprise teams, is in 5th. Başakşehir is in 7th. Trabzonspor is in 9th. And Antalyaspor, my team, the one that I like, is in 12th. If you haven't watched my FM video, Football Manager video on me doing a season with Antalyaspor and what happens, then check that out. Alanyaspor, Kayserispor, Hatayspor and Adana Demirspor down at the bottom. Okay. Friday, Demirspor lost at home to Sivasspor 4-2. Hatayspor lost at home to Kayserispor 1-0. Kasım Pasha lost at home to Samsunspor 4-1. Göztepe beat Trabzonspor 2-1. 92nd minute goal from Tijanic. Gaziantep beat Konyaspor 3-1. Antalyaspor won away at Alanyaspor 2-1. Cenepo and Gaish with the goals. Then Fenerbahce beat Bodrumspor 2-0, and Nesri and Dzeko with the goals. Başakşehir only got a draw with Eyüpspor, 1-1, and in the derby, Galatasaray beat Beşiktaş 2-1, goals from Davinson Sanchez and Osimhen, and a late goal from Mucci. Let's go to Scotland. Celtic are joint top with Aberdeen. I am so excited about this season in Scotland. Can they do it? And the matches that we see there, the draws, were between each other. Aberdeen drew in Celtic Park 2-2. And they were 2-0 down as well. That is exciting. Really exciting for Scottish football. I hope that continues. Rangers in 3rd. And then Hearts down the bottom, and I always get Hearts and Aberdeen mixed up for no reason whatsoever. They are nowhere even near each other. Okay, there were midweek games, but we'll focus on the weekend. So, Dundee losing home to St Johnstone 2-1, Ross County beating Killie 2-1, Aberdeen beating Dundee United 1-0 with a goal from Ambrose. Hibs and Hearts in the Edinburgh Derby, 1-1. Kucharevich. Oh, apparently he scores for you, does he? He's on loan from Swansea and he could not score for us. Wilson with the equaliser for Hearts. Celtic winning 3-0 away. McGowan, Johnston, Ida. That's at Motherwell. And Rangers winning at home to St Mirren 2-1. Diamond and Cherny, who's playing very well at the minute. Midweek games, Celtic beat Dundee 2-0, Hearts lost at home to Kelly 2-1, and Aberdeen beat Rangers, oh my god. Devlin and Morris versus Bayrami's goal for Rangers. Well, it is a title run then, isn't it? I don't think we can sugarcoat it. They are going for it. Oh, I do hope they, because when I played a couple of times in the Scottish League in football games and I always choose Aberdeen, so I hope they do well. We'll check out Belgium and Portugal and then we'll look at some other leagues very quickly before we finish this video. So Belgium, Genk are top, Antwerp are second, Brugge are third, Mechelen are fourth, Gent, then Anderlecht in sixth, Dender in seventh, Stade Liège in 9th, Union Saint-Gilloise in 10th, and at the bottom Kortrijk, Saint-Truide, Cercle Bruges who are in Europe, and Beerschot. And the matches from this weekend, Kortrijk beating Beerschot 1-0, Charleroi losing home to Leuven 2-0, Dende losing at home 5-2 to Mechelen, Saint-Truide winning at Westerlo 2-0, Club Bruges beating Anderlecht 2-1, goals from Vermont and Talby. Antwerp beating Stade Liège 3-0, the battle of the two in blue. Gent lost at home to Genk. I always get them so confused. Arrocadare and Stoukers with the goals for the away team. And Saint-Gilloise losing home to Cercle Bruges 3-1. Portugal. Sporting on top by 3 points. Will they lose their manager to Man United? We'll find out soon. Porto second and Benfica are miles behind in third. Santa Clara are fourth. That fourth spot is always very interesting because a number of different teams could get it in Portugal. Bit of a shame that there's only 2 Champions League spots in Portugal at the minute though, isn't it? Is that the case? I think it is. Europa League, yeah. I was really shocked. I was looking at the coefficients recently and I thought, oh, you should get 3 teams in the Champions League from Portugal surely, but no, it's just 2. Braga and then Vitória de Guimarães, the usual suspects in 5th and 6th. Casa Pia in 9th. Boa Vista in 15th. Oh, that's terrible. And then Estrela de Amadora, Nacional and Farense down the bottom. Fixtures. Friday, Casa Pia beat Nacional, Santa Clara beat Gil Vicente, Estoril hammered Aruca 4-1, Boavista lost home to Moreirense 2-0, Sporting beat Famalicão away 3-0, Gyökeres with another goal, Quenda and Ignacio with another goal, Braga beat Farense 2-0, Benfica hammered Rio Ave 5-0, another hat-trick from, or another brace of goals for Atogolu, Shelrup and Amdouni with the other goals. Estrela de Amadora drew 2-2 with Vitória de Guimarães, and then AVS Football lost at home to Porto 5-0, 3 goals for Morodion. Okay, quick check on Denmark, Midtjylland on top, and Copenhagen are second. Allsvenskan coming to an end. Malmö are going to be easily champions. Hammarby and AIK from the capital, near the capital, are in second and third. In Greece, Thessaloniki are top. Aris Thessaloniki, PAOK second, AIK Olympiakos in third and fourth. Panathinaikos in 8th. Wow, that's a bit of a shock. Okay, Czechia, Slavia Prague are top. Victoria Pilsen second, and Sparta Prague are only in third. It's a bit of a surprise. Swiss football, Zurich are top, narrowly over Servette. Basel in fourth, and Young Boys really struggling. Were bottom until recently, now in 10th. Actually, Grasshopper down there is really surprising as well. Okay. The Norwegian League, Bodø Glimt, actually lost their last game, even though they're doing fantastically in Europe. Brann, Molde and Viking are in the top spots. They're going to come to an end soon as well. Linfield are top of the Northern Irish Premier League. Larne, who have played fewer games, are down in 9th because of their European escapades. The Irish League coming to an end soon. Shelbourne are top by 2 points over Shamrock Rovers, who are enjoying a time in Europe as well. St. Patrick's in third. And the Welsh League is a little bit more exciting this year than it has been in quite some time. The European distractions have helped the league, and I read an article, or the title of an article, shared online that said TNS is actually going to share its winnings with the rest of the league, because they won in the Europa League, so they got like £300,000 or £400,000 just for that one result. And I think they got a couple of million for just entering the group stage as well. So they're second for the first time in a long, long time. 4 points behind Pennebont, or Bridgend as you know it. And then Hulford or Haverfordwest is in third. So we've got a little bit of a title challenge. Even Cardiff Met, I reckon, are still in it. Barrytown and Carnarvon in the top 6, and down the bottom Aberystwyth and Britain Ferry. I think Britain Ferry would be my local team, actually. Okay, and then Romania, Universitatea Cluj is top, surprisingly. Only Bucharest is down in 6th. Croatia, excuse me, Hajduk Split is top. Rijeka and then Dinamo Zagreb in 3rd, but they did this last year and they got back up there in the end. Now it's on to Austria. Sturm Graz top, unbeaten in the last 5, as are Rapid Vienne. And Austria Vienna in 3rd. Salzburg down in 5th. And Israeli League only just started, but it looks like Maccabi Tel Aviv are top. And Hungary, Ferencváros are top at the same points, how exciting, as Pakshi and Puskás, all with 22 points. 21 points Budapest, MTK Budapest. This is a bit of a interesting scenario going on there. North Macedonia, Rapodnitsky are top and Shkendia are 2nd. Azerbaijan, Karabakh are top. Turan Tovuz are 2nd. Onto the Ukrainian Premier League. Dynamo Kiev are top, joint, however, with surprise package Alexandria. And Zhytomyr are in 3rd, Shakhtar Donetsk are only in 4th. Interesting. And where's Zorya is in 7th, Vorskla is in 12th. How interesting. And Prva Liga. Have I done this one? Cyprus. Paphos are top, surprisingly, ahead of Aris Limassol and Nicosia, Apoel Nicosia. Ammonia Nicosia is only down in 5th. I feel like I missed one. No, I've done North Macedonia. I missed Cyprus, Azerbaijan, Ukraine, Kazakhstan. I think they come to the either the halfway stage or the end. Astana are top, and they lost to TNS. So we beat the champions of Kazakhstan. Bulgaria, Ludogorets are top, 6 points ahead of Botev Plovdiv, and Levski Sofia, classic champions, are only in 3rd. Oh, I missed the Bosnian League. Bosnia, Zrinski Mostar are top, 3 points ahead of Banja Luka. Then we've got Armenia, Urartu are top after 12 matches. That's a surprise one. Punic in 2nd and Ararat Armenia in 3rd. FC Noah, who's in Europe, in the Conference League in 4th. And Serbia, Red Star Belgrade are top, but Partizan are only down in 4th, and Vojvodina in 7th, Bashka Topol in 6th. So Mladost Lučani and OFK Beograd doing very well. Okay, have I got enough time? Not really, but I'm going to do it anyway. Quick look at the Asian Champions League. So Al Hilal are top of their bracket. Al Ahly, Al Saad, Al Nasr, Al Wasl, Istiqlal, Gharafa, and my favourite team, Pakhtakor, Toshkent of Uzbekistan. But there's only 3 matches played so far, and it's split into the west and the east of Asia. So Gwangju of Korea, Vissel Kobe, Buriram United, well, they're doing well. Shanghai, Johor Darul Ta'zim, Shandong, Yokohama and Shanghai doing well. Kawasaki Frontale out of the top, and Ulsan, wow, God. Actually, Al Ain and Persepolis down the bottom is not... it's a bit of a shock as well. And then what they've done this weird thing where they've said Champions League 1 and Champions League 2. I don't like the naming conventions, but fine. But this one is still in normal table format. So yeah, Asia's a little bit of a mess this year, but it's interesting. Australia only played 2 games, but Auckland are top. Oh, Auckland are in the A-League now, are they? Because Wellington Phoenix are New Zealanders, but Auckland have come into the... Well. Oh, they've got Sakai playing for them, gosh. Oh, Pinnaker, De Vries, Verstraete. Wow, that's a big move. I didn't hear anything about that. News. No, does someone want to explain in the comment section? So they've just allowed, I think, they've expanded the league as well. So Perth, Brisbane, Western, these are all normal, because they don't really have relegation, do you? They've just added Auckland as a franchise. Well. And both the New Zealanders are top of the Australian Premier League. Okay, it's 2 games in. But, wow, interesting. Okay, Saudi Pro League, Al Hilal unsurprisingly are top, Al Ittihad 2nd, and Ronaldo's Al Nasser are 3rd. Yeah, no big shocks there. K-League, Ulsan, we're in the final reaches. Ulsan, who are bottom of the Champions League group, are top of the group in the K-League. And Jumbuk Motors have practically been relegated. Incheon at the bottom, oh no. Wow. Some big teams could be relegated this year. J-League, how's that going? Sanfrecce Hiroshima top, Vissel Kobe 2nd. It's a title race between the 2 though, and Machida Zelvia, who I've never heard of, is in 3rd. Gamba Osaka and Kashima Antlers are in 4th and 5th. And then we got the UAE League. Shabab Al Ahli is top. Sharjah Club is 2nd. Al Jazeera and Al Ain down in 5th and 6th. And then we got the CONCACAF Champions League, where Pachuca beat Columbus Crew in the final 3-0. I don't know when that was though. Probably was months ago. The MLS. Are we in the final stages now? Okay, so we're in the playoffs. So it looks like... So they got a 2-legged play. Oh yeah, okay. Hang on, did they? No. So LAFC is against Vancouver, Seattle is against Houston, Real Salt Lake against Minnesota, LA Galaxy against Colorado on the, was that the western side? And then the east, Miami against Atlanta, Orlando against Charlotte, Cincinnati against New York City, and Columbus against New York Red Bulls. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that in future videos then. Liga MX, I think we're in the Apertura. Yeah, we're in the Apertura So Cruz Azul are top, Toluca second, and Tigres are in third, but 10 points away from Cruz Azul. Querétaro are bottom. And then we've got Canada, Forge are top. There's one game to go, so Forge against Atletico Ottawa. And yeah, so Cavalry second and Valor are down the bottom. I think they've extended the amount of teams, haven't they? Next up, Costa Rica, Alajuelense are top, 4 points ahead of Deportiva San Carlos. Herediano, Saprissa is only down in 6th. Then we got Honduras, Real España are top, 3 points ahead of Motagua. And yeah, Olimpia are in 3rd. Copa Libertadores. Oh, we've got... Oh, my favourite team in Brazil has reached the final. Atlético Mineiro. So they look, I think, based on the first game, Peñarol, it's going to be an all-Brazil final again. Botafogo are going to be in the final against Atlético Mineiro, who knocked out River Plate quite easily, unfortunately. I read an article that said that Brazil have completely taken over the Libertadores and no one else really gets into the final anymore. Such a shame. And the Sudamericana, how's that going? Okay, we're probably going to have an all-Brazil final, but it could be an all-Argentinian final because Racing Club are drawing away with Corinthians taking it to the home leg, and Lanús did the same. They drew away to Cruzeiro, and they've got the home leg to go. So we've either got, it's going to be any combination of all Brazil or Argentina, or a classic Brazil-Argentina final. And Serie A in Brazil, Botafogo are top, 3 points ahead of Palmeiras. Flamengo only in 3rd. And where's Atletico are down in 10th. They're not even going to qualify for the Libertadores next season, and they could win it. I'm assuming that if they were to win it, they would get in it next year, like the Champions League does, right? Serie B, Santos are top. Too big a club to be down the bottom there. The Liga Professional, 19 games in, we've got Vélez Sarsfield in top position. But the big teams, River Plate in 9th. Where is... can't even see it. Where's Boca Juniors? Oh, Boca in 16th. Ouch. Okay, and the Copa de la Liga Profesional, we got a winner. It was Estudiantes beating Vélez Sarsfield in the final. Lots of red cards though. And the last couple of ones, Chile, Colo-Colo are top, the classic team. Universidad de Chile and Unión Española in 2nd and 3rd. Then we got Colombia, América de Cali in top. Once Caldas 3 points behind in 2nd, with Santa Fe in 3rd. Then to Chile, Colombia, that was Colombia. And then next one down is Uruguay. Peñarol are very unfortunate not to be in the Copa Libertadores final, but they are joint top after 9 games in Uruguay, along with Nacional. Boston River, I haven't even heard of them before. Phoenix down in 7th. River Plate in 11th. And Liverpool in 14th. Bad starts for them. And lastly, I was asked to do some African ones, so I added Morocco a while back. 8 matches in, Berkane are top, against Fes in 2nd, 3 points ahead, and Rabat in 3rd. Wydad Casablanca down in 9th, surprisingly, and Raja Casablanca in 11th. Right then, I hope you enjoyed. Really caught up with all of the leagues. Done quite a long video. I said I wasn't going to be here for an hour, and I'm here for 49 minutes, so I'm going to go to bed now. And I think you should do the same. So thanks so much for watching. Give me a like for all this effort I'm putting in here, keeping you up to date with all the world football. And let me know in a comment if you are happy with your team's result, if you're gutted like I am, with Roma and Swansea, and yeah, subscribe if you're new. We try to do these every week when I can, so I'm trying to get back into the flow, especially now I got this new thing. It makes it so much easier. Okay, take it easy everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Join my Patreon if you love what I do, and thank you so much. Take care. Bye 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 bye.